Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it's Thursday Night Gold Panning Fever, episode 34. Let me catch up on some chat, see who's here. Hey Ed, Gary and Doris, Jonathan Friend, Torchy, Chris, Ronnie Davis. Who else is here? Reg Lab, how's it going? Brian Stevens, as always, thank you for watching. And everyone else, thank you for watching. Anthony Nelson, KC, how's it going? Charles Socks, Scott and Jennifer Foster. I hope you have some fun too. Mr. Richard Davis, how are you doing again? Thomas Leha, Ken Whalen, Jason G. Carl Ordway. There we go. I'm all caught up. CJ Hayes. Let me post a link. So I pinned a message to the top. There you go. Make sure you go follow that link so you can enter tonight's giveaway. Win the gold tonight. And thank you very much, Chris. Thank you very much. Didn't see you in chat, but I guess you popped in with a message. Hey, digging it. Bobby, CJ Hayes. Bryce Padell, Derek. That's pretty good from Dirt Hog. Was that their 1 pound bag? Yeah. That's my favorite one of them is their 1 pound bag. I've pretty much gotten skunked on all their other bags or not gotten a very good ROI. But their 1 pound bags are my favorite. No, the ice storm just ended at like 3 o'clock today. It was horrible. Cars all frozen in. Everything was frozen. It's been a nightmare. So it's all starting to melt. Except for I have this giant oak tree in front of my yard. So, I mean, there's no leaves on it, but it still casts just enough shadow that my driveway is still a big block of ice. So it'll be fun chipping that away. The 1 pound. Well, I know supposedly they use real mining material, so that's why I think you get a better chance with the 1 pound. Yeah, these ice storms are nasty. I'll take snow any day over ice. Ice is just horrible. But, trees go down, power lines go down, things like that. So I got a ton of branches in my front yard from my tree, from the ice. Still living the Miners Depot. I got a bag of their Paydirt in, what was it, the other day. I think that's next month. Next month, I think I got some Miners Depot for that. So, ain't none your business. Ted Sharp. Gunner, how's it going, Gunner? So, hopefully everyone's staying warm. It's been nasty cold everywhere now. So, minus 32. Ugh. I know it's supposed to hit, I think originally they were saying 1 degree here this weekend, but I think they're upping it up a little bit. Only good thing about that is I just had my furnace replaced, 2 weeks ago. So I got a brand new furnace. So, because the old one, when I got this house, the old one was from the day that this place, or right when this was built. So it was from 1977. So luckily the home warranty came, replaced the whole thing. So that was nice of them. I'm not going to complain, Got a free home warranty, and then they replaced the furnace. So, which will be good. I'd hate for it to go out like this week, because it was acting up about 3 weeks ago. And it wasn't even that cold. It was in the, 40s, 50s? So 18 degrees, yeah. Ugh. Ice built up on the window. Yeah, it's nasty. Ugh. So we got about a month of this nasty cold weather. So to do my ROIs, what you do is you calculate the price of gold and then just divide it by how much you paid. So divide it by, what is that, like $50? So 0.13 return is gold's what, like $60. So divide $9 by $50. And then it'll say a number and you just take the first two numbers and that'll be it. Hope that explained it. It's you'll have to just see. When you do the calculations, you'll see. Doing a road trip to Utah. Well, hopefully not this week or next week. Hopefully you're going to wait like a month or so to go to Utah, Chris. Hey, Aiden, how's it going? Hey, Aiden Ruiz, I think I sent you a message on Patreon. You might want to check that out. It might not be you. I'm just trying to remember who it was, and I think it's you. Hey, Josh Ortiz. Oh, I don't know the difference between Celsius and Fahrenheit. I just know cold and hot. That's it. It's cold right now, but I actually prefer cold over hot. So this is a little bit too cold, though. Yeah, I wouldn't buy that again either. $50 for 0.13. Bob Fitch, Gemstone Judy, how are y'all doing today? So tonight we're going to be going through some Gizmo Supremo from Lynch Mining, guaranteed 1 gram of gold, as y'all saw in Monday's video. If you watch that one, now I'm not going to be picking out all the rocks. If we find some good pieces of turquoise or Apache tears, I'll put those in the package. But all the little bits, those get put in the bottom of the pan somewhere. So, how's it going? Who's that? Who just said hey to me? Chat's moving too fast. Joseph Richard, how's it going? And Robinson Prospecting, how's it going? Ooh, high of 2 degrees. Yeah, it's supposed to drop down here, I think, 1 to 2 degrees here on Saturday and Sunday. But that's just the low. Now it'll start warming up. So I just need it to get over, 32 degrees so all the ice starts melting. Because then next week we got like 3 days of snow, and I need the ice to melt before the snow hits. That's what'll get you is when you go step on your patio or something and step through a couple inches of snow and hit ice. My knees are bad enough. I just still haven't finished paying them off. I don't want to mess them up. Hey, Mike H, how's it going? Yeah, that's where I use this gold calc for my prices. Yeah, if I find a big piece of ruby, anything that's big, I'll pop out while I'm panning and put it on the side. So whoever wins tonight, I'll be glad to send that. Outlaw Dot, how's it going? Howard Howley, how's it going? And make sure everyone, for coming in late, I have a message pinned at the top. Make sure you click that so you can go to the hidden video and win tonight's gold and any gems I might find. Sean Sparks, Steve JBW, Rudy. So hopefully it'll be a good bag. I mean, I've never been super disappointed in any of the Gizmos bags. So Lynch Mining, there's only been a couple of them that have disappointed me. That gem bucket was horrible, but Gizmos has always been pretty good. Again, with Lynch Mining, though, you really have to just watch their website and see when they're actually having a real sale. You ever try refining your gold? Savage Prospector? No. Placer gold is the way to go. I would not want to melt down any of my placer gold. So, it's worth more as placer gold. If you take an ounce of placer gold, you can sell it regardless of the carat for 24 karat gold prices. If you melt it down and you end up with a little bar that's 16 karat, that's what you're selling it for, 16 carats. And you just lose money. I'll never understand why people melt down gold. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, if you've got a whole bunch of junk gold from jewelry and things like that, melting that down, that makes sense to me. But melting down placer gold doesn't make sense. Hey, CJ Hayes, thank you very much. I'm trying to stay warm. Unfortunately, one of the things I have not done to the studio yet is put a roof on and pipe in any heat or AC. I kind of got lazy because during the summer, this is a basement. It stays kind of warm. It stays, if it's 90 degrees outside, it stays 60 in here. But unfortunately, now that it's winter time, it stays really cold down here. So it's probably about 40 degrees in here right now. So I had to dump a ton of hot water into the bucket tonight. Hopefully it stays warm. Because usually when I'm shooting my reviews, I just use cold water out of the faucet down here. And my hands are numb by the time I'm done. Well, thank you very much, Metal Detecting Trucker. Thank you very much. B. Greeny, how's it going? Hermit Dan, Timothy Clements, a lot of people here. Let me see. Everyone's busy in chat tonight. That's good. That's good. Just again, make sure you go up above and click the little link so you can enter tonight's draw. Yeah, I know why people like the gold bars, but the loss of money to me is just not good. Yeah, Whiskey Pete's is not good. Whiskey Pete's is not good Paydirt. I've reviewed them, and they were not good, Jeff Fleming. Not one of my better ones. eBay seller, Thank you, Ciro. Thank you very much. Robert Caldwell, how's it going? Hermit Dan. Panning is really what kind of pan you like. When I first started this, I probably bought a dozen pans before I found the one I like. I like the Martin 4-stage pan. If you go to any of my videos and click see more, I have a link to all the equipment I use. But it's on Amazon. And like everyone will tell you, I don't use all 4 stages. I only use 1 stage, maybe 2 out of the 4 stages. But it's just the pan I like the best. It's the one that I'm comfortable holding and using, so it's the pan I've stuck with. I mean, I have a bucket or tote out here full of gold pans I've tried to use and just didn't like them, so. But it's up to everyone else. The same with color. Some people prefer other colors of pans. I prefer green and blue, so some people like black pans. Minus 40. Ooh. Yeah, but if you're up there in the Yukon, I think they're used to it. I mean, that's why you ever see people in the Yukon when it's like 40 degrees, they're all wearing t-shirts, because they're used to it. 30 degrees is their summer, Well, good luck with the pool, Charles. Savage Prospector, the only way to get 24 karat gold prices you're always going to lose money, no matter what. It's the price you're selling it for, though. You could sell it on eBay. It's where you'll get the highest amount. If you put 10 grams up at, $600, that's what it'll sell for. But then you have to pay shipping fees, eBay fees, insurance to have it insured while you ship it to them. Or you could sell it to somewhere else. But the whole thing is that's what they pay it on. It's the same thing, though, as if you went to go sell a 14 karat gold bar, they're not going to pay you what it's worth. You're going to lose some of the money no matter what. You always lose money when you're selling something unless you're the, big company buying it all. And from what I heard, Shane doesn't pay very good. I don't know, though. Someone just told me he did. I'll have to find out, though. I do know Shane does buy some. Most Paydirt sellers will buy gold. Jason G. The mad scientist Jason. Carl Ordway, no, they didn't have the lip. I saw your comment, and I meant to reply to it. I'm just horrible at I've been way behind on replying to my YouTube comments. But Carl, yes, I did see it. And hey, Privateer, how's it going? I did see your comment, and those are not new pans. Those are ones I've had in stock for a while. They do not have the lip. I'm still hunting for somebody that has a stockpile of ones with no lip. I've messaged a couple eBay sellers, and they either didn't reply to me or they said they had the lip. So I'm still searching. I don't want to find something that's got 3 because then it doesn't do me any good. I want to find something that's got, a warehouse of 100 of them so I could post a link so everyone could buy them out, because I'm sure he would sell 100 pans if you tell everyone because, I'll buy 20 of them just so I have a lifetime supply of them. Gunner L. Yeah, I mean, if you get used to it, that's like here, whenever it stays really cold here for a while, like last year, I'll wear a t-shirt if it's, 40 degrees, 50 degrees here, as long as it's 40 or 50 degrees for 2 weeks straight, because then you just get used to it a little bit more. Savage Prospector, I did a video a while back on who to sell gold from. I probably need to update it and do a new one. Hey, found it buried. How's it going? Now with crystallized gold typically brings a premium just like nuggets do, but it's really up to what it looks like. I've seen, and again, your best chance to sell it is eBay. eBay is pretty good for a seller perspective. As a buyer, you can get ripped off with Paydirt. I'm not a fan of that. But selling stuff on there is pretty good. You're pretty protected. So, but then again, your best option would be to put it up for auction maybe. I don't know. Because crystallized gold, it really depends on what it looks like. If it looks like a funky piece of gold, where then they might not buy it. And then I've seen some that went ridiculous prices because they looked really cool. That's what I'm telling you. Josh Ortiz, that's why I'm looking for a seller that has a whole bunch. I mean, I messaged someone about 2 years ago, or last year I messaged an eBay seller, and he had some, but he only had 3. And then I kind of forgot about it and didn't buy them, but because I don't want anyone that's got 3, because I'll just buy them up. I'm trying to find a big stockpile of them. So I haven't found it yet. I know there has to be somebody that has them. I'm sure some guy in, like Colorado or somewhere, some store has a pile of them, but it's just finding those online sellers. Hey Nick, how's it going? Reg Lab's doing a gold giveaway? Well, there you go. I don't enter giveaways just because I'd rather have other people in the community win. People are nice enough to me as it is, or way too nice to me as it is, so I prefer if they win the stuff. Hey, Bob's Pistols, how's it going? And who just asked me a question? Hey, Benzo, how's it going? And I like the turbo pan. I saw somebody ask me about the turbo pan. Brittany, I like the turbo pan. I don't think it's a very good indoor pan. You splash water everywhere, but it works. It's a different motion. So if you were going to a streamer somewhere, then the turbo pan's a good pan. It's just a totally different style of using it. That's why most people, if you watch any videos, they're using Garrett pans, the super sluice, because that's the motion that everyone's used to, panning. So, and all of a sudden when you have to change things up, it's hard to do. It's just like if you told someone to start driving on the left-hand side of the road, they wouldn't be able to do it at first. Sean Sparks. Fake accounts where? On Facebook? And hey, Kayla Scott. About the pans? No. 3D printed stuff isn't, once you make something that big, it wouldn't be sturdy enough. And the reason I like the SE pans is they're very flexible. You can bend them. I mean, if you see any of my videos, I'm always bending them to pour dirt into stuff. So, and they bounce back. It's just the plastic they're made out of that's really good. I know I still have to fix my steel pan. I still need to season that. I won't be able to do that till the summer. Then I can start a little bonfire in the backyard and cook it for a while. So, again, we're going to, about 1 minute, we're going to go pan out some Gizmo's Paydirt. So, make sure you go to the link above. It's a pinned comment at the very top. Make sure you go up there and leave a comment so you can win whatever gold and big gems I pick out tonight. Hey, Digger X, how's it going? Snowy, Ohio. Ooh. Do you recommend a cleanup sluice to use? No. I pan everything out. Every video I do, if I show the gold I recovered, it's from a pan. You know? And I've done bags before where they were, you know, fine gold, exactly 1 gram, and I've recovered the 1 gram. So you just got to practice. Cleanup sluices, unless you use something like a Miller table or a blue bowl, they're going to leave black sands and fine gold. And you're still going to have to pan it out anyway. And if you use a Miller table or a blue bowl, you'll spend so much time, it's not worth it. You know, if you got to spend 4 hours on a Miller table to collect, you know, 1/10 of a gram, it's just not worth it. And Mike, I have no idea about the borax and gold. I don't think there's a real ratio. I think you just dump a little bit in there. How's it going, Benzo Gold? How you doing? Yeah, the black ones I have, they bend. I think it just the black ones I've had for a long time. I think I've had the black ones for about 4 years. The green ones I've only had for about 3, I guess. And then the blue ones the last 2 years. The blue ones I don't ever try to bend those because I use those for actual panning. But the green one and the black one, I think they bend pretty good. Maybe not as good as the green one. I think it's just after use a while. No, it's just practice. Anyone can pan out anything if you just spend enough time doing it. Hey, Troy Ray, how's it going? So all you have to do is be diligent. And like I said, I use cheater glasses. So you want to see? Watch. There you go. I can't even see anything now. Those are my cheater glasses. 6 times magnification reading glasses. So it helps you find fine gold a lot easier. And you just hold the pan up close to your face when you get the very fine stuff. Yeah, I haven't seen JP here tonight. Hey, Martin and Ramney. What was wrong with your lynch mining? I mean, I've heard issues of people having problems with lynch mining, but I've heard people having issues with Gold Bay, everybody else, so. I mean, no seller is going to be perfect. Hands on High Plains prospecting. Now I got to make a note of that. All right. I'll have to look them up. I think I might end up having to just start cold calling some sellers, you know, prospecting supply stores and see if they'll ship stuff that don't have websites. Yeah, Gunner L. They work wonders. I mean, I wear reading glasses anyway to read or read chat or anything like that. And I wear just normal reading glasses when I'm panning. But once I get to that fine gold, I swap out to mine 6 times. I'll probably go up to 8 times pretty soon. Yeah, I'm not the buckets with winch mining. You know, I'm not a big fan of one. I don't mind spending $60 to $100 on a non-guaranteed bag of pay dirt for a review. You know, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. Mostly they're usually bad. But buckets, I just don't see spending that kind of money on buckets that are, you know, no guarantee. You know, like Klesch learned, you know, he did that one, what was it, the $1,000 bucket from Lynch Mining and got 50% ROI or something horrible like that. But then if you get their 1 ounce bucket, it was only like $600 more, you know, and he would have gotten an 85% ROI. Gizmo and Supremo Bang recovered 1/2 gram of gold. You know, I don't know. I mean, you can email them. I mean, you're not the first person I've heard that's been shorted, but I've heard people say they've been shorted from Gold Bay, Gold Nuggets. There's not a company out there that has sold more than, you know, a couple hundred bags of pay dirt that hasn't had somebody say they didn't find all the gold. You know, a lot of times though, you know, I can tell you, I would just repan it all out. And anything that's kind of big and dark and doesn't move quickly, check it. Scrub it with a toothbrush or something to see. Because I know with Gold Bay, it's happened to a couple people where they've missed big pieces of gold that were just so dirty that they didn't see they were gold. Hey, Bill, how's it going? I have a somewhat okay bucket. I just finished Vendetta. How's it going? I just finished shooting your review. It's not for like another 2 weeks. I still have to edit it, but I couldn't wait. I was going through it. So I panned out through your stuff. I'm not going to tell you if I liked it or not, but I did pan out some of your material. Yeah, Klesch did he did the Lynch Mining bucket, and he only got, what was it? Like a 50% ROI. Then I think he did their 1 ounce bucket and got a decent ROI. And then he did the Felix bucket and got stomped. And then he did the Gold Bay $5,000 bucket and got a really good return on that one. That one was like 95%. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why he spent that much money on. Well, I mean, I guess he got enough views that it paid for it. So if you get that many views on a video, it pays for that bucket. So in its lifetime, that video will pay for that bucket. But I'm sure he knew he was going to get hammered on that one. I mean, Felix is not known for having good pay dirt, so unless you win, they're like nugget bags, and that's it. So, all right, we're going to go pan out some pay dirt. Before I go, though, make sure you go to the comment top pinned and leave a comment if you already haven't. Let me check to make sure our comments are getting approved. Make sure no one's being held. And only leave one comment. So, all right, let's shrink down my ugly mug. Actually, we're just going to get rid of my ugly mug, but we'll shrink it down first. So there we go. Hopefully got some warm water over there. We're going to see. Yeah, everything's freezing around here. I tried to put ice down salt down on the ice yesterday, but it just melted it and then refroze. Hey, digging it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, I like Kenai Gold. I haven't reviewed them in a while. I need to catch up and re-review them. Then you put some gloves on. Now, I am not going to classify this down, and I know I'm going to be kicking myself later for not doing it, but we're just not going to do it. Usually winch mining's pretty easy. And Jonathan Friend, happy birthday to your daughter. I did see that earlier. Jonathan Friend wins. I'll let him because it's his daughter's birthday. I make the rules. But we'll see if he wins. We'll come across that if he wins. When I used to, a couple of years back, about, 3 years ago, when I was in my old shed, outdoor shed, in my reviews, I'd have to bring a big old thermos of hot water because my pan would freeze while I was shooting the review. So there we go. There you go. Ruby, Apache tier. Nice big peridot. We'll put these on the side. Turquoise. So anything big, I see I'll pull out and send to the winner, whoever wins tonight. Little things, not so much. I just hope there's some gold in here, though, huh? Here. Well, there's a nice little piece of gold right there. Hopefully we'll find a nice little picker in there like I found in the other bag. Just throw out the minus 40. Yeah, I never throw out minus 40. Luckily, their paydirt isn't too hard to pan out, so. Ooh, the water's still nice and warm. Good. Yeah, Flower Gold Wizard is a beast. Is Vin... You have a nice one, Jonathan. So, Vendetta, I got a question for you. Do you purposely put in that much organics in your paydirt? That was a ridiculous amount of organics in your paydirt, man. Oh, I can't remember the last time I saw that much organics. Use my tailings. Maybe that's what I should do. I got like buckets and buckets of tailings, but I don't know if they still have gold in them or not. No, I don't want to leave any gold on the sidewalk. $100% natural. Ugh. Lucky for you, Vendetta, I don't change my score due to organic, so that was a lot of organics, man. Seeing some gold. I can see that. Nice. That's not bad for a first pan. Well, you can think whatever you want, William Stockholm or Stockman. It's all about the revenue. I recommend straining the water out. Yeah. Actually, there's still. I cleaned my bucket out, and I still got some still floating around. That's okay though. Hey, Dan Riley, how's it going? Your chat got stuck, Gunner? Hey, B. Isaacs, how's it going? It was a really nice first pan. Hopefully it continues like that. I mean, it is guaranteed a gram. You never know. This might be a really good bag, though. Yeah, pour-off pans are one of my favorite things. I can't really do them anymore just because of the way my new cameras are set up. It makes it hard because my camera being right here. And then all my equipment's on the right that I use. I don't want to have a pour-off pan over there. I just deal with it. And plus it lets people see how bad my water gets, so. Thank you, Vendetta. Thank you very much. You really didn't have to do that. Hey, Sherwood. How's it going? Williams. He could have been worse. People will think what they want to think. I did try Taco John's, and it was pretty good. Way more expensive than Taco Bell, but way better, so. Carl, what are they? I don't blackball anybody. I can tell you, there's only one person. I've been on YouTube for what, 4 years, 3.5 years, 4 years. And there's only one person that's on my ban list. And that was someone from a long, long time ago, like 3 years ago. You know, Pan doesn't look like he's got that much better from the second one. I think that first one was pretty loaded. Hey, Hip B. S-Rip, how's it going? Found it buried. Hey, AC Snyder, Joey Brown. King of Coins. If I miss anybody or miss anything in chat, it's because I'm panning, so you have to excuse me. No, he's not, Bob. He's not. Like I said, I pretty much don't ban anybody. If somebody leaves a bad comment in some of my videos, I'll just delete it or mark them as spam. And that's about it, though. Most people get bored with being mean after a while, so. Bob Fitch. Well, I'm glad you made it, Savage Prospector. Glad you made it. Gunner L. He actually didn't bug me. I get some, it could be worse. I could go review some of Gino from Eureka Gold Sands. I'm sure if anyone's been with me for a while and seen any of our Eureka Gold Sands videos and seen the comments he's left, I only approve like 1 out of every 10 of his comments because the other 9 are just so nasty and full of foul language that I just don't even post them. I actually thought about reviewing them again the other day. Someone messaged me and said that he was giving them a hard time. And I was like, I should buy a bag just to... And I don't even ban him, and he just is going on a tirade. Hey, good old Gino. I know me and the person were talking about him last week, and I was joking that he spends more time banning people on Facebook than actually, doing customer service. If he just spent that much time doing customer service, he wouldn't have to ban them all. Hey, WD9 UFO. Good to hear, good to hear. Great hobby to have. I was actually thinking about making shrimp tacos tonight. So I had some leftover little bitty street taco tortillas. And shrimp are pretty easy to thaw out. I don't have any of that benzo hot sauce to put on them, though. Ugh, what am I going to do? Daniel Kirkman. I'm going to do a tour of my studio in the next 2 weeks in a video, and you'll have to see, what do I have? I have like 25 bags of paydirt up there. Because sadly, I had to push back my Australian month till April now because I got 2 bags of Australian paydirt kind of lost in the mail, and I didn't know if they're going to be here in time, so... And yeah, I'm always jonesing. I'll get paydirt in, and I'm just sitting there staring at it all the time saying, I just want to do that review. I just want to do that review. I actually have 1 bag of paydirt I bought from a seller, but they're not going to be selling again for another 3 months. So I have to hold it for 3 months, and it's just killing me because I've really wanted to pan this stuff out. Hey, Guido, how's it going? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hey, Digger, how's it going, man? Nice to see you got home in time. That's all right. We're going to have a really busy month in April for Australia. More paydirt than I'll know what to do with. 1:45 a.m. Yeah, that's way past my bedtime. Which is weird. You can tell when you're getting old. I used to stay up until 4 in the morning every single night when I used to bartend. And I mean, I would get off of work at about 11. But I'd stay up until 4 o'clock in the morning every single night. Be up for 8 to go to work. And now, 11 o'clock, my lights go out. Hey, Alster. Glad to hear that. Well, it sucks that your connection was down. I'm glad they got it fixed. Daniel Kerfman. Well, if it was up to me, I would pan them all out. But just when I shoot my reviews, I don't edit them for a while. So it'll take me a while to actually do it. And then if I come back a month later, I can't figure out what I'm supposed to be editing. Because I've done that before where I've shot a video and been like, oh, I'll shoot it now, and then I'll edit it next month, and I get lost in it and can't figure out what I was talking about or something else. So thank you very much, Derek. Thank you. Best advice for us rookies: don't throw away the paydirt. Number one thing, don't throw away your paydirt. Keep panning through it. I still save all my paydirt. If I pan this out, this goes in a bucket. I have a mail call bucket, and it'll go in here. And then once a year, I'll run it through my gold cube just to see any little pieces I might have missed. But even when I first started, I would buy 1 pound, I think, or I'd buy a bag a week or buy a bag every 2 weeks. And then when I'd get to about 10 pounds, I would just spend 2 weeks repanning that all out to see what I missed. And if I missed anything, if I find any gold, then I would save it all again and repan it again another time. Gives you practice for finding the gold you missed. Yeah, you could probably ditch your plus 10, but I don't, just because I'm notorious for missing plus 10 gold. Not for reviews, but just, because I do a lot of panning on the side that I don't review, So I might get in, if I see a bag of paydirt I want, and I know it's decent, I might buy an extra bag for me just to pan out later on. Am I doing any gear reviews coming up? I'm trying to. It's just been so nasty cold that I've been trying to fix stuff around the house before it gets worse. But I'm trying. I'm trying. I've got a lot of equipment stacked up that I need to review. Got a gutter sluice I need to finish reviewing. A gutter sluice 2.0 I need to review. I got a second different gutter sluice I need to review. Fine gold recovery system I need to review. They're just piling up. If it was heated down here, I could do them. But it's kind of go. No Amazon paydirt. No, don't buy paydirt off of Amazon. And don't buy any paydirt that doesn't have guaranteed gold. You just, 90% of the time you'll get scammed on those. So if you buy a paydirt that's got guaranteed gold, you can figure out how much gold, if they tell you it's 1 gram and they're charging $60, then you get a really good deal. If they're charging 70, it's still a good deal. If they're charging 200, it's a bad deal. And I actually saw that the other day. Someone was charging, what was it? $200 for $150 for a 1 gram bag. I mean, that's ridiculous. You can buy a 1 gram bag for $80 easy. So there we go so far. It looks like pretty much most of this is we got out of that first little scoop. I could have just did that one little scoop and been done for tonight, it looks like. No real pickers, though. Which means I got a good bag in the last one, so hopefully we still find a picker in here. Well, welcome back, Spider. Well, yeah, gutter sluice will if you use the vortex matting. The only problem with the gutter sluice is I like the gutter sluice for the price. It's pretty good. I mean, you could technically make one cheaper if you can find the gutter. I know a lot of places stopped selling that type of gutter. But the problem with the gutter sluice is it's a really deep U, so you don't get to use, you're only using, I think a 5 or 6 inch piece of mat wide, but you're probably only using 1.5 inches of it. And then again, it always catches the black sands too, so you still always have to pan it out. Rinky's Carnage. They always talk about tacos because they know it drives me crazy. And it's actually too cold here for me to go get tacos, so I don't have to worry about going to get anything. Well, that sounds good, Timothy. $8, not too bad. Come tax time, I have some ideas might work good. Let me know. I always like tax time tips. Just send me a message on Patreon, Sherwood. I do have to say, I got kind of lax in my accounting last year, so I'm going to pay for it in April. And Spider has the best paydirt. Joel Jeffrey, it depends on what area. Where I'm at in Indiana, nobody has that. I forget what it's called. I think it's a K sluice, a K gutter. But nobody has that here. Nobody. Ace Hardware, none of the big box stores. It's ridiculous. And nobody will ship it because it's 12-foot sections? That's what everyone's been telling me. It's pretty much up north still has them. Maybe that's because it's popular for home builders there. You know, home builders are a weird bunch of people. Still no picker. The problem with the UK paydirt is there's no real gold in the UK. Everything in the UK is very fine gold. So anyone that's going to make a decent bag of paydirt in the UK has to pretty much buy gold if they, and then that's where you get in that issue where when you're paying for gold, it's harder to give a good ROI. But I haven't forgot about you, Josh. I've just been lazy. I did get the box, though, to ship it. I just got to get in gear. Hey, Jessica. Thank you very much, Jessica. Thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying the show. Hey, Mo Coop. None your business. Well, I'm in Indiana. They have one here, but I'd never heard of them before either. The only fast food I'm follow and make sure they have one near me is Popeye's chicken. So, being from the South and all. And I know a lot of people come down on Vortex matting. I like Vortex matting because it's cheap. It'll catch fine flower gold and it's cheap. All those super designed dream mats might be better. They catch a lot less black sands and other heavies. But for the price you're going to pay, you could do a 12-inch by 4-foot sluice with Vortex matting for like $30. Dream mat will cost you $300. So, ooh, grilled cheese. I'm making those for my kids this weekend. Grilled cheese. It's on the menu. Grilled cheese and tomato soup. And it's gonna be so cold. I figured some good warm soup, some grilled cheese. Still no picker. Couple nice little pieces though. That round one's going to want to be trouble later. So let's just do it all. And I haven't been to any of the box stores lately to look at what type of gutters they have. And I shot about 3/4 of the one for a DIY sluice. But then I kind of moved here and it kind of got buried in boxes of junk. Hey, EVG. And yes, you know, I don't know what it is about you. I think I just have a mind block for your emails. Because even after the last show, or what was it, the other day I saw your comment. I was like, oh, I need to reply to EVG. And then I totally forgot. I'm going to write a note. Here, I'm going to write a note right now. Here, y'all give me a second. I'm going to write it, put it down. See, piece of paper, writing it down right now. So I don't forget. I don't know. It's just I have a mental block for emailing you. But I do have a video coming out for EVG on Saturday or Sunday. Hopefully Saturday, but it might be Sunday. Hey, Full Push Metals, how's it going? Vortex, yeah, well, Vortex mat isn't designed for larger gold, so. Usually most people use Vortex matting for essentially going through their tailings after, so. It's the same reason why if you go to Gold Hog, they'll tell you run like 6 different mats in a sluice because, some will catch fine gold, some will catch big gold. I've even seen a couple people run their gold cubes where they put matting on the top instead of the slick deck. They actually put riffles on there so they can catch larger gold. June till July. Sounds good, EVG. Do they have to approve your notice of intent? Or is it pretty much just once you send in your money, they okay it? Write it, put it down, forget about it. No, I put it somewhere where I wouldn't forget about it because I actually have to. I need that piece of paper when I go upstairs. So I wasn't supposed to actually write on it, but I'll just have to reprint it and rewrite it. Yeah, I wish it would warm up. I don't want it to get hot, but anywhere from 40 to 80, I'm okay with that. That's the best range, anywhere in there. Once it goes below that or above that, it's just miserable. Hey, Justin. Justin, Amaze 6 #1 fan. I haven't tried him in a while. I have to go. Here, I'm going to write that note down. I would need to check him out on eBay and keep track of him again. Because usually I keep track of a lot of sellers. But eBay ones I'm a little less diligent about. Don't jinx yourself, EBG. Make sure you knock on some wood. Here, I got some wood. I'll knock on some wood for you, too. Is Paydirt deductible? Yes, for me it is. And it would be deductible if you're selling the gold. and you're listing the gold as income. And this is the Gizmo Supremo from Lynch Mining. Well, that's not too bad. 150 and then 25, you average them out. Is that like 87.50? As long as you don't get more 25% than you get 144%. Sean, are you talking about Alaska Nugget 907? I have to see. I saw someone post saying he doesn't sell anymore, but I think he's just not selling because it's wintertime. I don't think he stopped selling. Just a lot of miners don't buy gold, so when they can't pan or run machines, they stop selling. I mean, I know he doesn't post a lot on YouTube on his Alaska Nugget 907 account very much, because he generally just posts on like other chat groups when he wants to sell. Well, happy birthday, Jonathan Christensen. That was my good deed for the day. My karma. Ted Sharp. Well, good luck. Alabama Gold Camp's a real rough one. I've been there. The only thing is, if you go to Alabama Gold Camp, your best bet is to dredge, because they usually, like, if they do the piles of dirt where you just use their high bankers and stuff, it's ground they already worked. So you're not going to find anything great. And then when you get their dredge, if you do a dredge, like I rented the dredge there, and they're supposed to let you mine anywhere you want. They have rights to the entire property, but they'll try and talk you out of working places, because it's places that, like if you see a place and you're like, oh, that would be good gold, and you say, I want to work there, they might tell you no, because it's somewhere that they've never worked. So they don't want you to find the gold, so they'll try and talk you out of it. Like, oh, it'll be tough to sit up there and stuff and that. Well, it's blocking a lot of chat tonight. I don't know what's up with YouTube, but thank you, mods. Thank you very much for catching that. I keep seeing these ones saying it has to show it, and they're not really saying anything. Well, good luck, Keith, and win 3 trips. Hopefully you find some good gold. They call your name in the drawing. Have you never won, Carl? I thought you've won at least something, huh? Well, I'm going to have to start. I'm still going to keep track of ASICs. I might buy a bag not to review, just to get in and have some fun panning and see what it's like. Yeah. See, I told you that roller would be a pain. Got another one up there, too. 2-inch. I wouldn't buy a 2-inch dredge. 2 inches dredge just don't move material. That's why almost everyone that ever buys a 2-inch dredge will tell you they sold it and bought a 3-inch dredge, because they're not much bigger. You never won, Carl? Well, You know, I don't like to tell anybody I hope you win tonight, but I hope you win. I hope everyone wins tonight. You could definitely build a dredge cheaper than you could buy one. The thing is just, you know, working out the kinks. When you buy something, they've already worked out all the kinks. That's why you buy stuff. I mean, technically, you could probably build a car cheaper than it was to buy one, but you'd have to work out all the kinks. Well, I hope so. I hope so, Keith. Hope you find a really big nugget. Hey, something easy. See, there's so many people that haven't won yet. Well, as long as we keep the live show with about 100 people in it, we only have to do 100 live shows, and then everyone will have won. Yep, see, EVG. That's everyone I've ever seen on any forum or anything like that. When people ask about 2-inch dredge, they all say the same thing. They bought it, and then they got rid of it because you just can't move material with it. And a 3-inch and 4, they're not much difference in size. You know. Because you can't read the specs. Like, if you read the specs on a dredge, it'll tell you it moves so much material. But in reality, they don't. Because you have rocks and things like that get in the way that you have to stop and get out of the way and move stuff. 1.5? Ooh. I don't know if it's 1.5. I'd say 1.1, 1. It might be 1.2. Let me guess 1.2 because it didn't have a picker in it. And the other one, what was the other one? What did we do Monday? Was it 1.1 or something like that? But it had a nice little picker in there, so. I should probably move this to a blue pan, huh? Get rid of this quicker. I know, it's funny. I was just telling my kids that the other day, Carl. I said, you know, if I can ever buy a new car or truck, well, I mean, not new, but another one. I have an old Toyota 4-door car. I was like, and once I can afford to get something better, it's going to be something old. I said, if you buy a 1960 all the way up till, what, 78? It just appreciates in value as long as you keep it in good condition. You know, if you wreck it, not. But if you buy a brand new car or truck, they just drop in value. It's ridiculous. You buy a truck now for what, 60 grand? 6 months later, it's worth 50, you know. Where if you went and bought a 1968 truck for 20 grand in mint condition right now, in 2 years, it'd be worth, you know, 25,000. Now, I meant to ask you that earlier, Spider? I thought they still allowed dredging in Oregon. You just had to get a license. You had to apply for a license. I use a 10-inch pan. I use a 10-inch. This is the the Martin 4-stage. And they come in a set with a 10-inch and a 14-inch, and I use the 14-inch as my catch pan. So, if I was out on a river, a 10-inch pan would never move enough material. But at home, just panning, 10 inches is the perfect size. You don't need a huge tub. You can actually just pan in the 14-inch pan if you wanted to. Okay. That's what I thought. I meant to ask you when you said that earlier to me. I thought Oregon had just switched to where they were going to start, getting their cut of it by charging people licenses, and they limited the licenses. But that sucks in Washington. I bet you if I went there and told them I wanted to open a giant gold company, the dredge, and was going to give them, bring 10,000 jobs, they'd let me mine. I'd tell them I could use chemicals and leeches and everything else bad, and they'd still let me do it. Get over here. Yeah. That's when you got to go find places that are so far out that they won't catch you doing it. Spider. So there we go. Still a little bit of black sands. Not really too much though. Too much big gold in there to try and get out. Here, I'll just try and get it out. But leave it in the pan. Outlaw dredgers, that's it. If I lived in a state with good gold and they said no dredging, I would dredge anyway. You just buy some land and then just, if you can get land where it's your own land, I wouldn't care if they told me I could dredge it or not. And then if I couldn't get land, I'd make sure I went far enough out that nobody would hear me. What somebody needs to do is not make an old car, but make a really good battery-operated dredge. Like get a Tesla motor and some Tesla batteries and make the Tesla dredge so you could go out there and not make any noise and go dredging at night and not make a single peep. So there we go. All panned out. Let the guessing begin. I'm still going to say like 1.2. It might be more though. I don't know. Nice little pile. A lot of shiny there. Is Jason Keith in here? How's it going, Jason? Oh, and I forgot too, we also got these two little pickers in there too. Or not pickers, two little round ones. And then some gems. So there you go. That's tonight's haul. Somebody's going to win that. I will send you all this stuff as well as the gold. All right, y'all making guesses? I'm going to set everything up. So you have to look at my ugly face again. All right. That means ugly mug time. Let me open up chat. Hopefully I didn't miss too much during chat. 1.63. Ooh. You're hoping for a lot, S-Rip. I don't know if it was 1.63. It was a nice little pile, though. Run the exhaust into a bucket of water and you can't hear the motor. Sounds like somebody that knows what they're doing and maybe has done that before. EVG. All right. Now, don't forget, make sure top pinned message, very first message on the board. Go leave a comment there so we can give away all this gold and the 1.63, the 1.2, all these guesses, whatever that gold is there. And the little Apache tier and all the other little stuff. Some rubies and peridot, turquoise. Emus and honeybees. Right on with the honeybees. We need tons more bee farmers. Definitely need more bee farmers. Just prospecting. Come on, man. Like I told you, if that's an ounce, I'll sell it to you. I'll give somebody else some different gold. I will do that, Jackie. You might want to text me, though. Usually, text me now so I remember to call you. Because, I'm old and forgetful. Just ask EVG. Gary Schultz. 0.15? No. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. That is 1 ounce of eBay nuggets. 907 Pike. That's good info to know. I'm sure there's tons of way to hide noise. I'm sure there's lots of military tricks and tricks to hide the noise. But it would still be cool if someone built in an all-electric sluice. Especially because you wouldn't need the motor. You could just run a cable. Just have a giant battery bank that you just sit on the bank with a 20-foot cord to the sluice. It'd have to be pretty insulated, though, so you don't have all the fish floating, including yourself. 1.26. Well, I'm not going to weigh it up, so we won't know. I mean, I might weigh it up just out of curiosity at the end of the show. Hey, Farmers Gold Ranch, long time no see. How you been doing? Hey, Lee Hendricks, how's it going? Make sure everyone leave a comment, though. As long as you're here at the end of the show, you can leave a comment. I like the colorful rocks. Essentially the only ones I find in Gizmo Supremo are ones that I like finding, and it's just me personally. It's funny, in the Music Man video, in the chat, in the comments of that video, probably half the comments said they like those colored rocks, and the other half said they hate it. Just each person their own. Some people like buying the XL, the black label jars from, or what was the one with the copper in it from Lynch Mining. This is my jam. I like this one best. And I don't even keep the gems. They just get added to my son's box, so I don't even see them after this. I don't think they're that rare, the Apache tiers. I mean, generally, whenever we used to go to little rock shows, they sell for 50 cents to $1. Usually I think they're $1 if they're polished and 50 cents if not, so they can't be too rare. They do have electric pumps, but not ones that pump out the type of material. I mean, you have to have a really big electric pump to move what a sluice moves. I saw Dan Hurd's video where he had the ocean rock, but I never really watched it because I wasn't really too if he's not talking about gold, I didn't want to watch it, so I never did. Daniel. Oh. Let me just check, make sure everyone's comments are being approved. All right, we'll get everything all set up so we can, let's see, all right. So I'm missing chat right now, so everything's gotten through. And who was that? Well, thank you very much, Scott and Jennifer. Thank you very much. And it's kind of funny, you know, in one of my upcoming videos, your name's at the end of it for the 24 karat gold plated dime. Yeah. John Redos, I'll hit him up on, don't email him, hit him up on Facebook. I'm sure you probably dislike Facebook as much as me. Most people do. But the best way to get in touch with him is either calling him or hitting him up on Facebook. His new website, I like it. They're, adding more stuff and they're upgrading it a lot, but it does have some issues. I know for a while the subscriptions disappeared. And every time I see something wrong with it, I send him a message on Facebook, and he's pretty good. He has someone that's just taking care of it. So, no on the colored rocks. Yeah, I don't like colored rocks. That's the one thing. I'd rather find any real gem over colored rocks. 4,000 electric pump runs my 1.5 inch dredge. Yeah, but if you want to run a 4-inch pump, and that's a lot of battery power too. So, I'm sure it could be done. Anything can be done. Bobby, no, you have to go to the comment that's pinned above, and there's a separate video they have to leave one comment on. Hey, B. Isaacs, how's it going? Yeah, most electric pumps are trash pumps, but you can get an electric pump. That's what I was saying. Like, if you get a Tesla motor, if you look at like a dredge pump, they're just gas engines with a motor that could be powering a go-kart or anything else, and then you're just attaching the water pump to it. So if you got something like a real electric, a car motor that's doing 100 horsepower, any of these motors that do 80 to 100 horsepower for these electric motors, you could just plug that right into the exact same water pump and it would do the exact same thing. It's just getting power to them and not electrocuting yourself. But that's for a future Miller Prospecting DIY project where I'm wearing all rubber and hoping I don't electrocute myself. I'm calling him, left a message, but no call back. Hit him up on Facebook or message me, and then I'll forward it to him, and we could see. So, because I know that's a pain to have to re-up your subscription each time. I wonder why that is, because I actually bought one of his $250 subscription one, but then again, I canceled it the next day, so I don't know if it went through again. I bought the quartz bag instead. There you go, H.E. Shovel. That's a much better bag than that Snake River. He was probably trying to give you that Snake River bag because nobody wants it. Scott, yeah, I don't show the weight anymore. It was too much of a hassle trying to cook down the gold. And, as I explained in the last video, the last time I talked about this, is when I do mail calls, I don't weigh up the gold. So if somebody sends me a bag of paydirt and I do a mail call for it, I don't weigh up the gold. I never do. I just add it to my vial and just guess what I got. Because I figure it's the same thing as somebody gives you a gift. You don't immediately go on Amazon and find out how much they paid for your gift. It's just the thought that counts. So I figure somebody's getting some free gold. If it's 1 gram, if it's 1.5 grams, it's free gold somebody's getting in their mailbox. So I don't weigh it up anymore. It's a guaranteed gram, so you got a gram of gold there, Only get the $100 subscription. I don't know. I'll message him and see if there's something buggy with it, and I'll tell him. But if you message me, Dylan@MillerProspecting.com, just to remind me, and I'll send him a message. He usually gets back to me pretty quick. So he actually sent me a bag of pay dirt the other day just for a mail call, I guess, just to, I don't know. It's a really small bag, so I'm wondering how hard it's going to be. What's wrong with the Snake River pay dirt? It's dirty. It's dirty, nasty stuff. I mean, the Gold Bay pay dirt is pretty dirty. Snake River pay dirt is really dirty. I mean, it's challenging pay dirt. It's really challenging. So just, some people want, there's a reason why Lynch Mining sells a lot of pay dirt, because it's really easy pay dirt to go through. And some people like Gold Bay, it's a higher ROI, but it's a little dirtier. The Snake River is pretty dirty. Free gold is the best gold. Dang scootin'. I can tell you how much I have in the decimal. How does his subscription bags work, Adam L? He's got, I think, 3 tiers, $100, $250, and $500. When you buy them every month at the same date, they reship you a new bag. So I don't know if there's if you get a higher ROI or whatnot, because he doesn't tell you a guaranteed amount of gold. So I think it's kind of for those people that know Gold Bay has a really good ROI and don't mind taking the risk. I don't know what I got out of his big one. I don't remember what the ROI is out of the $500 one. But, I mean, it was high, so. But in the prospecting, your pay dirt was really clean, except for all the organics. The organics were horrible. Throw it away. Hey, Nick, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, Reglab, I don't mind it. There's only one thing that really bugs me, or 2 things. It's clay and organics. But I would take organics over clay. Clay is just a nightmare to weed through. I hate having to crush up all the mud with your fingers and just, I'm not a kid anymore. I don't like playing in mud pies, so. Clay is the most aggravating one. And plus, if you don't break up all the clay, you could be missing gold. And organics are just so I can't reuse the water. That's about it. Dirty pay dirt doesn't bug me that much. You just got to pan it a little bit slower. Make sure you're not missing anything. My $100 Gold Bay sub got me 1.68 grams. Well, I got a $250 bag here. But I've got that for a special video. I'm actually going to shoot it tomorrow. I'm going to shoot that video tomorrow because I just can't, or this weekend, because I can't wait. But it's not coming out until March. So, because I've got a battle with the $250 bag. So, from Gold Bay. My life is clay and organics. Well, that's different if it's free. See, I'm paying for this pay dirt. So, if I was out in a stream, I guess, you beggars can't be choosers if you're on a stream and you're trying to take all the gold from Mother Nature, Wild gold is the best gold. Nick, lots of clay. Yeah, I know Dave at Gold Bay, he's got one of his claims had a lot of clay in it. If you can get a claim and that's what you're working with, then, that's what you work with. I've always got 1.5 grams in the $100. So, I'll be curious what I get out of the $250 bag. I'm really curious on the battle, though. I want to see. It should be a good battle. We'll have to see who wins it with that bag. And it's not Gold Bay versus Gold Bay. I'm doing a battle of Gold Bay versus something else. So, but I do like Gold Bay, and I do. Where's his little bag? Oh, I don't know. I put it way over on the shelf. But he sent me a little 2-ounce bag of pay dirt the other day. And he said, look at the gold because it's something specific about the gold. So I'll have to pan that out soon and see. Charles Socks. Yeah, see, as I said, it's free. I've gotten a lot of mail calls. I've gotten some mail calls where it was 3 or 4 specks of gold. And then I've gotten mail calls that were really big piles of gold. And I just don't weigh it up. I think one video I weighed it up because the person had asked me to. Because they asked specifically how much gold they had missed. That was about it. Usually, but I figure free is better, You saw in the pan, it's guaranteed a gram. Somebody's getting a gram of gold. And I don't take anything out. Whatever's in that pan goes straight in the envelope, so. But all right, we're ready to do a giveaway. So let me go double check all the comments through. And then we're going to give away some gold. Gold and Apache tiers and other stuff. Whatever's all in there, going to one person. So all right, I'm going to get comment picker. So that means fun time. Not only am I giving away some gold, but now I get to shrink down my ugly mug. So good luck, everybody. Let me shrink down my mug. Make sure. All right. Here we go. Yeah, that's good enough. Post a link. Fetch. Anything goes. No replies. Good luck, everybody. Pull some comments. Exactly up 124 comments. Y'all ready? All right, let's go. Pick a winner. Yes, you were the chosen one, Gunner L. It's going to cost me so much money, Gunner, to send this all the way to you, but I'm going to do it. I don't mind. That's awesome. Gunner L, welcome to Dylan's Lottery. Was I the chosen one? You were the chosen one. So, Carl, I'm sorry. Was not you, Carl. And anyone else that didn't win, I'm sorry. It was Gunner this week. But I do have a show every week. Every Thursday I give away something. So eventually everyone will get hit. And then what happens is generally they win again and again. So, all right. But now that we have a winner, that means time to look at my ugly mug again. So Gunner L, you're getting some Lynch Mining Paydirt gold. And a couple little gems in there. Those gems are going to probably double the price of those gems are probably going to double the cost of shipping. I'll be curious to see what that's going to cost me. But I don't mind. I figure that in there. I couldn't go to a better guy, Gunner L. I actually have your stuff sitting right outside my door, Gunner. Because I was trying to figure out what to do with it. I still have your little mud brick there. So thank you very much, Gunner, for watching this show. Especially, I don't even know what time. What time is it there, Gunner? CJ. I'll probably win one of your coffee mugs. Yeah, then you'll be stuck looking at my ugly mug all the time. I still got to work on that. I got to check on the picture I got made. It's just when you go to Brian Stevens, when you go to his Paydirt, it'll have a big banner across that says $100, and they have another one that says $250, another one that says $500. Hi, Larson. How's it going? All right, Mo Coop. You have a nice one. 3:34 a.m. See? Somebody that will stay up till 3:34 a.m. to watch my show and try and win some gold deserves some gold. So, and of course, nobody was blacklisted from this or not eligible for this one because this was the first Thursday night for the month. But now, Gunner L, you will not be able to win anymore for the rest of this month. Hey, Joey Brown. No, that's that. I will check back, or Joey Brown, email me at dylan@millerprospecting.com because I do have some things that are messed up with Patreon, but I had to limit the number of Patreon because of taxes. So I can't have too much, I can't be like some of these people where I've got 3,000 Patreon members or 2,000 Patreon members. So there's X amount of money I spend every month and X amount of money I can take in, so... AC Snyder. Justin Fram said, "I'm still working on what the logo is going to be, but you know, I have someone doing an animated face for me. That's me or something like that. I just didn't want to put my picture on something, so." But yeah, definitely Joey Brown. Email me at Dylan Miller Prospecting here. I'll post my email here if anyone else wants to send me a question. And then I got to see, because the problem with Patreon is there's a lot of people that are in the wrong tier, so they shouldn't be. So it's kind of like jamming up some of the things. Untouchable to the region. Yeah, that sucks. It's kind of the thing with like the spotted owl, or I don't mind certain things, but you'll see some things that are just crazy. Yeah, I know. That's why I've left it kind of here. I didn't want to pack up all your stuff, Gunner, because then I'd lose it. Because whenever I box something up, I can't ever find it. So I left it all sitting right outside the door so I'd see it all the time. The mud brick I'm just going to do on the side one day when I just want to have some fun. And the little one is for my son. I know that one. But it's just been too cold down here. He doesn't want to come in the basement and play with mud or dirt. I don't have any stickers. All I have is magnets right now. You can email me about one, though, Adam L. But I don't have any stickers. I've been meaning to order some more. I just haven't gotten around to it because I'm trying to get rid of all my magnets first. So, all right, Jason Keith, you have a nice one, man. Yeah, I really like the mud bricks. I really like those mud bricks. They're much better than the sand bricks and much easier than Dave's bricks. Don't worry about it, Larson Prospecting. Don't worry about it. Generally I say everyone's name anyway when I see him in the chat, so he came in late, so I would have said his name anyway. All right, Adam L., just email me. Because I did plan on doing a sticker trade, because I started putting stickers up on my door and I can't find any of them. I don't know where I put all my stickers, so I'm going to have to start doing a sticker trade soon. I might trade stickers for magnets or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I saw the little Chinese diesel heaters, but I have my furnace is right out here. I just need to plumb in, and I just haven't gotten. Like I said, I got lazy during the summer because it was 60 degrees in here, so it was perfect. I didn't need to do anything, and I didn't feel like messing with putting a roof on here and cutting into the HVAC and doing all that. I have everything, though. I bought all the HVAC pipes and everything else. I just need to get around to doing it. And now it's too cold down here. I figure, it's one of those things where you say, well, if I do it now, then it's going to get warm and I won't need it. So I'm going to just wait and, we'll see. I know, EVG, I know. I did look at your email, and I even looked at the towns right around there. So I know I looked at it. I just never replied because I'm lazy and I got a mind block for EVG. Well, hopefully we'll see your video tomorrow. Hopefully the internet works through. All right, Digger. You have a nice one, Digger. Do you ever do raids on other channels? No. Generally I don't comment too much in other videos. even the ones I watch, because a lot of times when I'm watching them, I just watch them while I'm listening. I'll have them on my phone, and then I might be cleaning or doing something else. See, the problem is, except for backyard prospecting, very few people who do like live shows all the time do them on a set schedule. So it makes it really hard. A lot of times I'll see somebody's doing a live show and it's like, oh, it's 2:00 and I've got to go grocery shopping. But if they did them at specific times, Gunner L. Yes, they are. Yes, they are, Jason. But that's all right. I'm getting ready to go. Make sure Monday, I have a video coming out Monday from another country. This is some foreign paydirt that actually ships to the United States. So, and it was, I won't say what it is, but it was a really good review. I enjoyed the gold anyway, because it was very unique gold. So make sure you watch Monday. And then next Thursday, we will be back. And next Thursday, we're going to be doing some EVG paydirt, I think. Let me see. Let me check. I think next Thursday, we're going to be going through some EVG paydirt. Yes, next Thursday, EVG paydirt for the live show. So you can watch me pan out some of EVG's claim dirt. Has some guaranteed gold in it. So that's what we're going to be doing next Thursday. So hopefully I email EVG back before we do a live show with his paydirt. Your show I start when I'm cooking dinner. Well, but I start my show every day, every Thursday at 7:00. So it's your choice if you want to cook dinner at 7:00. So again, Monday, new video coming out. Foreign seller, ships to the United States, unique paydirt, and then Thursday EVG. Next Thursday EVG. You're welcome, Brian Stevens. Thank you very much. So, well, I'm going to get out of here. I hope everyone has a good night. Stay safe, stay warm, and stay away from all that nasty ice. All right? And you too, Jessica. Have a good night. Everyone have a good night, and I will see you all next Thursday, but I will have a video up. I will have a video up this weekend, and then I will have a video up Monday, a paydirt review, and then next Thursday, a live show with some EVG paydirt. So I will see you all then, and hopefully everyone stays safe until then.